Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Today's video, a woman who I tried to protect, but she just wouldn't let me do it. Now, this wasn't the first time that she's ever done something like this, being hard-headed and non-cooperative, but this was pretty much the last straw. So, this is how it went. She was having some health issues, and the regular doctors, they just couldn't seem to help her out. Well, I'd had some health issues in the past the regular doctors couldn't help me with, and I sought out an herbalist. The herbalist helped me tremendously, so I told her about him. And I asked her, did she want to go? She said yes. So the herbalist's office, his parking lot is very limited parking. So it's hard to find a parking space for one car, let alone two. And I had to go to work after the appointment. So I told her, I said, hey, meet me at the gas station, which was down the street from where his office is. And she said, okay, cool. So I get there and I'm waiting for her and she's nowhere to be found. My phone rings and it's her. She's gotten lost. So I said, look around, tell me what you see around you. And she said a Home Depot. And I said, okay, well, park in the lot. I know exactly where you are. So I shot down there to her. She's about 2 miles down the road. I get there and I told her, just get out of your car. Just leave your car here. Jump in the car with me. We'll go and then we'll come back. I'll bring you back to your car. She said, okay. Jump in the car. We go there. Doctor checks her out. He knows what to do for her. Tells her what herbs to buy and everything. We leave. She's happy about it. I'm happy about it. We're on our way back to her car. We get to the stoplight, which is, all I have to do now is make a left turn and then a right. Her car is like right there. I say to her, when you get in the car, start your car and give me a thumbs up to make sure that the car starts before I leave. So I know your car started. She responds, oh, it'll start. Okay, first of all, you don't know that. But I'm not saying that to her because this is the umpteenth time that this woman just won't do what I ask her to do. So I turn the corner and I say it again. When you get in the car, start the car and give me a thumbs up. Because once she closes my door with my windows up, I may not hear the car start. So I'm like, let me know the car started. She didn't say anything. Pull up next to her car. She gets out. She thanks me. Gets in her car and closes the door. And what does she do when she gets in the car? Start playing on her phone. Now, it's February in Chicago. We had been away from her car for more than an hour, which means that no matter how hot your car was when you got out of it, the interior of your car is cold. Why would you get in that car and not start the car just to get the heat going? So I started to think to myself, is she doing this to be rebellious? Is she doing this just so she can get on my nerves? Well, I decided to give her a little test. Let's see how far she's gonna go. So I look over and I blow the horn. She looks up at me from her phone and I'm like, start the car. And she's like, oh, no, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. At this point, I'm like, okay. So I drive off and I go back to the light where I gotta turn right. I pulled out my cell phone, I turned my ringer off. So if she calls me to tell me that car won't start or something's wrong, I will not get the phone ring. The inconvenience that this would cause if I turn the corner and just, because the expressway is like right down the street. So I'm gonna be on the expressway in a few minutes. The next exit is 3 miles down. I'm already running late for work. So if her car doesn't start, I'm not going back there to help her. Now, lucky for her, the car did start. But what if it didn't? This chick was 40 miles away from home and we were out in the boonies. She doesn't know a soul out there. So ladies, do you really understand what it means when a man is trying to protect you? Me asking her to start the car before I pull away gives a 99.9% chance that she's going to be able to just put her car in gear and just drive and go back home where she's safe. But no, she's not going to do that. Instead, she's going to be hard-headed, not follow my instructions, and be uncooperative. So I realized this woman is going to be nothing but trouble. Job 14:1 says, a man born of a woman on this earth has only a few days and full of trouble. Why would I allow anybody to stay in my life who's going to bring more trouble to the troubled days that I'm already promised?
The Bible says when you're born on this earth, you get a few days, and them days is full of trouble.
Yeah.
If the days you get is full of trouble, why the hell you go add more trouble on top of the trouble you already promised?
Everything I asked her to do was to minimize trouble, and she refused to do it. Well, like I said, this was the umpteenth time that she's done it. So guess what? I stopped dating her. Do you know that this chick had the nerve to act surprised when I dumped her? Because when I did, I told her about the 17 things that she did, showing me that she's going to be uncooperative, and she couldn't see a big deal with it. I mean, what's the big deal? My car started. What you tripping for? This was a 48-year-old woman, and this woman simply refuses to follow a simple instruction that's gonna keep her safe. Fellas, if you're doing what's right and trying to protect the woman and she doesn't want to listen to you and she's being non-cooperative, you got a decision to make. Ladies, if the man is trying to protect you and you won't do what he asks you to do, you deserve to be manless. There is no way a man who has his stuff together is going to stay with a woman who won't do what he asks her to do to preserve her own safety. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.